Kuphina kuphi emakhaya amadolobheni aseComplus takhona sakumukela ke ehlelweni Yilungelo Lakho It's Your Right la ku SABC 1 Mzansi for sure. Nawe kumbukeli sitakunika lelithuba lokuthi ke ube ingcenye yalolu hlelo ukushare tincingo. Those participation numbers are on your screens right now. You can also email us your thoughts about our shows. Noma ke usithole ku Facebook noma ke ku Twitter. Kanti ke leli Yilungelo Lakho. In a world where Western medicine seems to be the only tried and tested solution, other remedies such as alternative medicines are often treated with suspicion and doubt. However, that has not stopped them from flooding the market, and consumers who use these alternative remedies have faith in them. Yebo kunjalo kumbukeli kukhona ke lamanye emakhambi ekwelapha ngaphandle kwemithi yesilumbi njengema-herbs, i-homeopathy kanye ke nemithi yesintu. Kepha ke kusasemadima ukuthi amukeleke ngalokugcwele lamakhambi emphakathini ngoba kuthiwa lamanye awo akacwaningwanga kahle bososayensi. Wena ke uthini ngibukele ngaloko? Ngikuphi lokutasebenzela wena? Asasive ke nangumbiko.
Lona ngithobekile Nzama waseJozi uthengisa iJiangjiling likhambi lekwelapha lelidla libhedvu kulamalanga. Labo labalisebenzisa kolelikhambi sebaliphe igama lekulideketisa balibita ngekuthi libhodlela. Kanti bayalibabada bathale laphi licotfulwa kwasani.
Ukusuka kwami ukuthi ngiqale ngazi ngaleli bhodlela kusuke umngani wami ubekade ngibona ngisafarisha kakhulu ngenxa yokuthi umkhonyana wami ubekade safarisha kakhulu ngama-ulcer ongangokuba umuntu osephuma ngisho nase-ICU because of ama-stomach ulcers.
Uthi naye waqale waba nekusola kepha nakeva indlela lelibabatwa ngayo wase uyatilahlela.
Mangilithola leli bhodlela I had literally lost hope because ngangilokho ngi-in and out of ibhodlela. But ngo day 5 umyeni wami wathi akasayizwa iheartburn. You won't believe mangukutshela ukuthi until today into ekuthiwa i-ulcer ayikaze yam-attack again.
Lemiphumela yamenda kwekuthi atshele naletinye tihlobo ngaleli bhodlela wase uphinze ulithengisela nanobe ngibani lolifunako. Thobekile utimaketha ku Facebook. Sikhanzela abanyenti balifakazela. Lapha eSouth Africa, imithi icwaningwa iphinze iphasiswe yi-Medicines Control Council, i-MCC, ngalamafishane. Lolu cwaningo luhlola kwekuthi lowo muthi ucuketheni, kanti futhi uyelapha yini. Umuthi locwaningiwe uba nestembu se-MCC noma ubhalwe. Nalongakacwaningwa uyabhalwa njengalona nje. Lelibhodlela ke lide lestembu se-MCC, kepha linesitembu se-GMP. I-GMP imele kuthi Good Manufacturing Practice. Ngekusho kwaDokotela Tebohotsele Dibakang wase-University of Johannesburg, lesitembu sisho kwekuthi umuthi lonaso uphephile kwekuthi ungasetshenziswa. Kepha ke kuleli bhodlela njengoba singekho lesitembu se-MCC, bufakazi bekuthi liyasebenza noma cha batiwa ngilabo labalisebenzisako. Sicelile ke ukukhulumisana ne-MCC, kepha ke kuthi wecwepheshe longasikhulumisa uye kulelinye live. Thobekile uthi babalelwa 30,000 bantu lapha eSouth Africa labasebenzisa leli bhodlela. Kanti likhona futhi emhlabeni wonke jikelele.
Sakhula imali zazingekho ngendlela esikhona ngamanje. Itsezo medical aid babengekho. Sibaningi emakhaya abazali bakwazi ukuthi bakhokhele o medical aid. right? So umzali bekade ephumela eminyango afika athi mangiphethwe isisu aphume eminyango agaye something yenza iplan. So why is it that abantu bangahambi bazibuza ukuthi yini ekade ngilungisa then? Asibuyele back sisifundise and reclaim again into esakhula sifundiswa ngayo.
Lona ke nginokuthula yena ke uthengisa lelibhodlela eThekwini. Ude uhlangana naThobekile. Bufakazi bakhe ke lobakhuthatha Thobekile ukuthi naye alisebenzise lelibhodlela.
Udokotela wayithole izimpawu ezazibonisa ukuthi esibelethweni sami kunezimpawu zecancer. Uthe mengenza le test yesibili ila athola khona ukuthi ila ilokhunjana asekho istage esasele ukuthi icancer yami ibe fully blown esibelethweni. So uthe mangabe echecka wathola ukuthi ayisekho into azoyenza fanele asikhiphe isibeletho.
Lawa ngema results lakhombisa ukuthi kutholakale ukuthi une HPV. Leli ligciwane lelibanga icancer yesibeletho. Njengoba wathi ke nawe mbukeli kusede likhambile latiwako lele lapha icancer. Nokuthula uthasamele ilanga lekuyowenda ioperation weva ngaleli bhodlela. Uthwali natha emasonto lamathathu. Lefika ke lilanga leoperation. Dokotela wamikisa etheater.
Mebuye udokotela ngekhathi zokuchecka abantu bakhe wodini uthi cha ngisikhipha ngesibeletho sakho. Hawu ngamangala kakhulu. Wasethi into engiyenzile kube khona umehluko engubonile esibelethweni sakho. Ngase ngithi cha ngase ngithatha isicubu saqhubeka for further test ke manje siyobheka ukuthi ke manje isinge egazini noma enyameni ibisihambe kangakanani. Emva kwamasonto amabili wathi ngibuye ngizobheka imphumela yami. Uma sengibuyela kuyena akasatholi ngisho nalokho kokuqala ayekutholile ukuthi nazi izimila nakho ukuthi ayekubonile yena. Wathi cha akukho akusekho sign ekhombisayo ukuthi kuke kwaba khona izimpawu ezikhomba icancer esibelethweni.
Noma lelibhodlela lingakacwaningwa iMCC nokuthula uthi linemakhambi emvelo, imushroom, honey kanye nespring water. Lelibhodlela ke lendiwa eShayina. Akusibo bonokuthula naThobekile kuphela labangconota lamanye emakhambi kwelapha ngaphandle kwemithi yesilungu. iFresh Earth lese eMarentia eJozi ithengisa emakhambi kwelapha lahlukahlukene pheceledi alternative remedies.
There are remedies that are not going to work for you, but they'll work for the person next to you. So is it necessary for us always to fall back on science?
Noma kunjalo, Matthew uthi uyacikelela ukuthi uwathengaphi emakhambi latholakala lapha esitolo sakhe.
We've made sure that we're not stocking any of the quack stuff, a lot of claims, and made sure that it is authentic, it is coming out of proper laboratories. But even some of that is difficult to prove by science, but we know it works.
I-University yase-Johannesburg ineligumbi letempilo. Lolunye lihlobo lokwelapha lolutholakala lapha yi-homeopathy. Nayo ke ingcenye yema-alternative medicines. Kucwaningwa kwalabagulako kuyafana naloko lokusetshenziswa emagumbini etempilo lejwayelekile. Kepha imithi yekwelapha yalapha yehlukile.
The pure homeopathic medications, they don't really have side effects. They're very safe to use, especially in your kids and things like that. So it's a very gentle system of treating. It stimulates the body's own immune system and to heal itself.
Uma sekutholakele ukuthi ugula unani, wendelwa umuthi loconzene nawe. Iyahlukahlukana ke le mithi, ngekuhlukahlukana kwebantu. Ngisho noma ngabe kugula kuyafana. Lelibhodlela ke laThobekile nanokuthula alifani nale mithi lelapha. Lona liyi-herbal remedy.
When it comes to the herbs, again, you need to make sure that you're consulting with a practitioner that knows the interactions that it may have with other medications that you're taking and ensure that your dosage is correct.
Ekugcineni kukuwe kudikhethela mbukeli ukuthi wena ufunani. Kepha kubalekile ukuthi ucaphele ngoba akusiyo yonke imithi longayethemba. Zinhle Dlamini Mugabe, Yilungelo Lakho.
Siyabonga kakhulu ke ngalombiko lesilethelwe nguZinhle Dlamini. And now to further discuss the use of alternative remedies, let's welcome our studio guests, Dr. Tebogo Tebakang, lobuya ke University of Johannesburg, sibeke na Dr. Denny Pile, lobuya ke Homeopathic Association of South Africa, and on the line we're hoping to be joined by Dr. Craig Wright, representing the Medicines Control Council. Ladies, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Dr. Tebogo, I'm going to start with you. Just what is homeopathy? Just give us a detailed analysis of what it is.
Okay. So homeopathy is an alternative medicine or health system that is regulated by the Allied Health Professions Council of South Africa. That is mandated by the Department of Health of South Africa. And a homeopathic practitioner, first, we diagnose. We are diagnosticians, and then we treat, and then we manage the conditions.
Okay.
Yeah. So when the patient come in and consult with us, so we sit and then I'll tell you what is wrong with you. So I don't just speculate. I don't care what you're saying. I sit and then I diagnose. Like I use the stethoscope. If you have high blood pressure, I'm going to use the machines to check, to test. We send blood tests. We send for x-rays. We investigate. And then at the end, we give you homeopathic remedies.
So it's almost the same to the conventional medical processes?
Definitely. Same thing, but then we differ with what we give.
Okay.
So we give more natural products, as I say, simpler, where people can understand. But then basically when you sit, case taking, we do everything that the GP does. And then, but then at the end is different, what we give you. Yeah.
Okay. Dr. Denny, in your view, what exactly is homeopathic, or is it homeopathy?
Homeopathy is a system of medicine that was discovered by a German physician. He was a medical practitioner and a pharmacist, and he got disillusioned with the medical practices of the time. And he pounced upon by translating literature. And he found that a substance that is capable of producing a group of symptoms in a healthy individual would treat a sick individual who has the same symptoms. We use very popular examples and a very cliched one. If you chop an onion, a healthy person chopping an onion will experience like a head cold. Runny nose, eyes, everyone experiences that. So someone who presents with the exact same symptoms, would give them the onion, Allium cepa, prepared homeopathically. Or if you've been stung by a bee, everyone knows when you're stung by a bee, it's burning, stinging pain, better for some cold application. If someone came with a symptom that is burning and stinging of a swollen joint, or even a throat that is burning, stinging, and better for something cold, would give them the bee venom prepared homeopathically, Apis malfica.
Okay. How do homeopathic remedies differ from the Western medicines?
The Western medicines are usually, some of them about 80%, 85% are extracted from plant material, but there's a chemical change to get a novel molecule, and then they get a patent on that. Homeopathy uses plant-based animal excretions, secretions, and we use minerals to prepare homeopathic substance. So the substance is given to healthy individuals to see what symptoms they produce in low doses. Of course, we also observe the toxicological effects on patients from poisons and poisonous substances. And we will notice what happens, and that's how we treat.
Okay. Now, Dr. Tebogo, kunemehluko emkhatsini kwema herbal remedies nema homeopathic remedies. Off air, we were discussing that, and we couldn't quite reach an agreement as to what the difference is. Can you take us through how different is it?
Yes. So herbal remedies and homeopathic remedies, they fall under the natural, we say the natural products, because we use, let's say, for example, let's say plants in a simpler way. We both use plants, homeopathic and the herbal, it will use plants. But then the difference will be the manufacturing process, how the remedies or how the herbal extract or herbal medicines are made. Preparing, let's say in the lab, the preparation is different. That's why at the end it will be homeopathic and herbal. But then it's simple. Like, for example, let me give you an example
in
of...
homeopathic remedies, the composition is mainly herbal.
It's herbal. Yeah, as Denny said, we can use it herbal, or we could use animal excretions, or like minerals, mineraloids. So it's not only plants, but then herbal is more plants.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then the preparation, as I said, in the lab is different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, we also joined on the line by Dr. Craig Wright from the MCC. A very good afternoon to you, Dr. Wright. Thank you so much for joining us and welcome to the show. Just why is it important for medicine to be tested by the MCC?
Well, the MCC is a statutory body that's responsible to the Minister of Health, and its sole reason for being is to evaluate the quality and efficacy and safety of medicines. you can't rely on manufacturers or the general public to ensure that the medicines that are actually on the shelf are safe to take. Medicines may be contaminated, they may have fungal contamination or heavy metals, they may not have the right amounts of medicines in, and so we need to know that what they also do what they say on the label. And that's the role of the MCC, is that if someone manufactures a medicine, they submit it to the MCC evaluates that medicine, and then the consumer can be assured that when it's on the shelf, that it's safe to take, that it does what it says, and there are not going to be any troubles that are unexpected through the manufacturing process, etc.
How can consumers then identify products that are MCC approved?
They will have a registration number on the packaging, and this includes complementary medicines, herbal medicines, and orthodox medicines, and veterinary medicines.
All right. We'll certainly be in touch with you a little later on in the show, Dr. Wright. Please stay on the line. Thank you so much for staying with us. Now, how do homeopathic remedies work in the body? Let's go through the bolts and the nuts of the whole process.
Okay, so when you visit a homeopath, when they give you a remedy, so it will be different. We give it in different forms. Okay, maybe I can give you a liquid or a pilule, or I can give you an injection. But then what the remedies does in the body, it just stimulates the body. Because homeopathy, we believe in the body healing itself. So the remedy will just kick boost, we call it the vital force, like the energy in the body, like your immune system, let's say, put it in simpler way, immune system. So the remedy will just kick boost the immune system. It's like, hey, please fix yourself. Okay, so that's what it does. It just stimulates the vital force or the body's energy to heal itself.
Okay,
that's what it does.
Dr. Tani, the diagnosis process, the homeopathic diagnosis process, it's different from the Western one, is it?
Well, there's two parts. The first part, as Tabang has alluded to, is that in terms of a diagnosis, in terms of the Act, a homeopath must diagnose, treat illness and deficiency in men. So we'll go through the same diagnostic procedures. So there will be a case taking. There will be a physical examination of the patient, the requisition of bloods or other investigation to arrive at a medical diagnosis, if you want to use that word. Okay. And then further to that, we give what is called a homeopathic diagnosis. Means, for example, we'll diagnose somebody with influenza. That is the Western medical diagnosis. Okay. But then we'll have to make an individual diagnosis. What medicine does that specific patient need? Homeopathy was first called the specific remedy. So you have to give the specific remedy for the individual patient. Okay. So you might be thirsty with your flu and someone is thirstless. Someone might be chilly and the next person's hot. So it then differentiates what is the unique individual characteristics of the patient. So beyond that, we're not treating a condition. The homeopathy is looking at the mental, emotional, and physical aspects of the patient. We take all your symptoms together and we prescribe a homeopathic remedy. Okay. In Western parlance, we'd say you've got a headache, you've got gastritis, and you've got lower back pain, and we'd probably give you 3 different medicines for the individual diagnostic entities. Right. Where in homeopathy, we'll recognize that what the patient is presenting, but we'll find a remedy or medicine that covers the entire patient picture or symptom.
Okay. All right, we'll be taking your calls and read your Facebook messages after the break. Kwanyalo ke usayiva lenzaba ke wena uthini sasishele ngasetolo sebuya khona Sakumola futhi mbukeli nawe ke khumbula ukuthi ungaba ingcenye yalolu hlelo nguseyoshalela icingo la e-studio noma ke usithinze ku Facebook. The numbers are on your screens right now. All right, ngiyathemba ukuthi ivela ke discussion before we went to that ad break. Asasive ke imbonweni ukuthi ithini ke lapha ku Facebook. All right, Talwando Velem uthi yena msasazi mina ndicela ukubuza lamakeza esintu andihambisani ngoba ayasihachana singabanye abantu bamaXhosa hleli nani lapha eBhayi. Zandile uthi yena ke herbs do work 100% only if uyakholelwa kuyo kodwa ziyadura izi herbs zabo mina I prefer kwiphilisi endizifumana eclinic free of charge. And Bongani uthi yena ke amakhambi esiZulu iwona alapha kahle ngoba uma ubona kudala okhokho bethu basebenzisa amakhambi abomdali babesinda phele isikhathi eside. I'm particularly interested in one of the viewers who said that herbal remedies or homeopathic remedies work only if you believe in them. Is there a link between believing and how these things actually work?
First thing, let's separate homeopathy and herbal.
Okay.
And herbal. Okay, but then in general, just to answer your question, I can say other people, I believe in my experience, I've seen like if people don't believe that I'm going to help them, whatever that I'm giving them, then they don't get better.
Okay.
I think it starts in the mind. It's like what you've given me, it was going to work. You understand?
Okay, so that remedy, is independently without
No,
belief.
it will work. There are other people who just come to see me and then I give whatever, then it's fine. But then there are those who's like, you know what, they heard somebody said, no, go and see this doctor. And then they're trying, you know, they're going there one step out, one step in. So then if they don't believe, others, they don't even take what we've given them because they don't believe in it. You understand?
Okay.
So I'll say it does work with the mind.
Dr. Tene, do you agree? Does it work with the mind?
So there's two parts. I mean, what it is, I don't think it's about belief, that if you trust in a physician, then you'll submit yourself to the care of that physician. Homeopathy does not require belief structure. So you can give it to animals, you can give it to children, you can give it to infants, they have no belief structure in it. And often enough, the experience for me as a practitioner who's done this for many years is that patients would come to you after seeing many top specialists of all kinds. They haven't been better. So in practitioners that they would seemingly believe in and then come as a last resort to a homeopath. Not necessarily because they believe us, because nothing else has worked. And then you treat them and they get better. So they haven't come out of a belief structure. They've come out often from desperation. Nothing else has worked. And that's a long tail story of homeopathy. So it doesn't require belief. What it does require is that you, where it comes from, it says trust in where you trust a physician, you give it time. So if someone's come with a chronic disease, for example, chronic migraines for 10 years, don't expect me to fix it in one prescription. So the trust comes and says, okay, I'll go to this doctor and I'll give it its fair due to see whether I will get better or not. But whether you believe in homeopathy or not is irrelevant to getting the therapeutic effect of it.
Okay. All right. Now, Dr. Wright, back to you on the line. One of our viewers actually says that these herbal or the homeopathic remedies do work only if you believe that you will actually be healed. So is there a link, do you believe, between belief and whether these remedies actually work?
I think it's complex, and as Dr. Pillay has mentioned, you get something called the placebo effect and something called the nocebo effect. So the placebo effect is where a dummy medication actually works in a patient, and the nocebo effect is when a perfectly good medicine doesn't work in the patient because the patient doesn't think it will work. So patient expectation does definitely play a role in response to treatment, but at the Medicines Control Council, we're interested in evidence for the action of the medicine. So when a medicine is submitted for evaluation, the manufacturer has to actually submit clinical evidence, research evidence, or what we also accept for complementary medicine is traditional evidence. In other words, if something has been used for hundreds of years to treat a stomach complaint, then we do accept that partially as evidence for the action of that medicine. So I think having a good disposition towards the treatment, or any type of treatment, whether it's surgery or orthodox or complementary medicine, will certainly improve the patient's experience. But I think, as Dr. Pillay pointed out, complementary medicines and herbal medicines, homeopathic medicines, don't need the person to have a belief system that believes in the action of the medicines in order to work, but it certainly will help.
All right, Dr. Wright, thank you so much for thoughts. We've got Mjocha on the line from KZN.
Yeah, ngicela ukubuza bhuti ukuthi odokotela laba base Cape Town uyibona abapasisimithi bayayazi yonke imithi yakhiwa abantu esizulu ngoba mina ngiphathwe intwala 25 years ngiya kodokotela behluleka ngaze ngalashwa isalukwazi ngekhambe elikhiwe ile salukwazi lasigxoba sathi ngithathe ngalo zaphela intwala. Kungabe baneproof kanjani ngolwazi lemithi yesizulu nesilungu odokotela baseKapa?
All right, Mjocha, Mjocha basically saying that do the regulators the administrators of these homeopathic remedies, do they know how the traditional herbal remedies work? Because he's saying that he's been having a hiccup for the past 25 years and he was only healed by a herbal remedy.
Yes, we know what is in this herbal, because in our scope of practice, our students are taught homeopathic remedies and they are taught these herbal medicines. So you know what, there'll be, for example, a patient will come taking whatever. So we should know what it is. Because a patient can, because there's this English name of these herbs, and there's this Zulu name, Tswana name, Xhosa name. So there are different names of the same herb. So then our students, they definitely, or homeopathic doctor will know what exactly you are taking.
All right. Now, Dr. Wright, on the line, back to you. One of our callers is basically saying that he's been healed by a herbal remedy from a hiccup, which he's been having for the past 25 years. So he's now raising an issue of herbal remedies versus Western medicines. So is the MCC aware of the herbal remedies? Do you recognize the herbal remedies?
Yes, absolutely. Since 2015, regulations were brought into being in South Africa to regulate complementary medicines. This doesn't include African traditional medicines. It only includes what we call complementary medicines in South Africa. And that's homeopathic medicines, Western herbal medicines, Chinese traditional medicines, and so on. And there are laws that now govern the quality and the safety and the efficacy requirements for complementary medicines in South Africa. And then the minister made further regulations in August of this year, which will also regulate all vitamins, minerals, amino acids, and probiotics and other sorts of complementary medicines as well.
All right. What's your thoughts on that, Dr. Denny?
Well, we welcome this. So, in terms of, as Dr. Wright has pointed out, in 2015, the complementary medicines were applicable to the Act in terms of registration under Section D. Okay. And that is good for the public because at least we're looking at quality, safety and efficacy, what the QSE that the MCC deals with. But this does not deal, as he points out, with African traditional systems of medicine. There's an interim traditional council for African traditional medicines, but that is for the ministry to pronounce on how they will deal with regulation of manufacture and supply. So there's two aspects that you have to understand. One is what is recognized as your general over-the-counter prescriptions or medicines that the public can access, and then you have what is registered practitioners who compound and dispense for a specific patient. Right. So that practitioner is then governed by a Department of Health license. In terms of manufacturing, but most of the medicines that you talk of is products that are available freely over the counter that the public can readily access. And that is what the MCC deals with in terms of complementary medicines. For African traditional medicines, that's yet to be pronounced, and that's in the prerogative of the MCC. That doesn't fall in our ambit.
All right. Wena ke mbukeli ukhetha liphi likhambile kwelapha ungasiphendvula ke ngekuthi ke usibhayile ku Facebook noma ke usishayela asisishelele siye etolo siyabuya khona nyalo. Sakumola futhi mbukeli tincingo tethu ke setivuliwe and we can't wait to hear what you have to say. Let's take a look. Tamsanga uti, we grew up using natural products. They are safe and chemical free. Let's go back to our natural products. Tolagele nyawo uti ziyasebenza lezo zinto kakhulu futhi sinenhlanhla uti it has helped quite a number of people. Tabiso uti yena kumele silithole lebhodlela. Nambali mhlongo uti yena ke I've never heard of it but I support herbs and traditional medicine. Many thanks to our viewers and our callers for those Facebook messages. They're basically supporting traditional medicines. Yeah. What do you say to that? How do you respond to some of these messages?
I'll say it's to be careful. Don't support anything that anyone says is natural. Okay. Because I think a natural product, or let's say homeopathic remedy, is good in the hands of a homeopath or a homeopathic doctor. So then read whatever, like what Craig was saying with the MCC. It helps people, for example, I can make something, a complex or something, tablets, and say they're good for cancer, for this and that and that. But then the MCC will help you to say, okay, you're claiming that this capsule, for example, cures cancer, whatever, it has this. So they are the ones to test and say, okay, is it safe for people? So people must be very careful not to just take anything because there are also contraindications. It's like I might be taking something that my body will disagree with it. And then I might start having something. So it's good if you first consult. And then know what you're taking. Don't just take anything from just anybody, just because it's safe or it's written natural. Right. Yeah.
And Dr. Anne, having said that, how can you identify bogus remedies or solutions in the market?
Well, usually there'll be two things. Products that are already registered with the MCC, as Dr. Wright had alluded to, would have a registration number. And those are still in a registration process. Will say this product has not yet been evaluated by the Medicines Control Council. It's not intended to treat, diagnose any illness. So that's the usual thing. The other aspect is that when you go to a registered professional, so there's 3 parts to this process. One, that the professional must be a registered person with the Allied Health Professions Council of South Africa or the Health Professions Council of South Africa. The telltale signs, they would have a certificate. They should have a practice number and a council registration number. And they would usually be reimbursed by medical aids. The other aspect is to have the quality, safety and efficacy of the medicine. That's where the Medicines Control Council comes in. And finally, the public must be protected. So there's Consumer Protection Act. There's the aspect of informed consent. Bill 6, the National Health Act, speaks about giving the public the right of an opportunity to be informed, given information before they make a decision on a medicine. So as a practitioner, when they come to me, I have to inform them what I intend to do. I can't assume they need this. As a rule, practitioners will use products that are registered. Each product has a certification of analysis. It goes through an entire process of registration. So that guarantees that the product has gone through a specific process to minimize contaminants, pesticides, chemicals, or the quality is correct. So when you, for example, use a specific plant, let's say echinacea, you know that you're giving a certain quantity to the patient. If you get different people manufacturing not to a quality, you're going to get different extracts, different levels. So the public then is getting different products that you may be saying the same thing on the label, echinacea, but the concentration would be different. So this is what regulation is all about, standardizing quality. So the public is accessing good care. The Allied Health Professions Council of South Africa regulates the education and training of the practitioners. Our practitioners go to a 5-year degree education to the Durban University of Technology and the University of Johannesburg.
Just to interrupt you there, Dr. Denny, in the light of the National Consumer Act, when it comes to labelling, should these remedies be labelled in accordance with the chemical composition and the dosage thereof?
Yes, the Medicines Control Council has got a specific need for you to label in a certain way, so that when they make their submissions, you'll find that it'll say category D, whether it's a complementary medicine, what subtype it is. They have to conform to the minimum requirements of the Medicines Control Council. Okay. So all registered products would. The problem that we have is then obviously products that are unregistered. Okay. And that's where the public is a danger, if they just pick up products that are unregistered.
All right. Dr. Wright in Cape Town, we haven't forgotten about you. We'll certainly be in touch with you after the break. Mbukele ngesikhathi sivele sigijimile namhla sebo futhi athi sebo khona nyalo. Sakumole futhi ehlelweni Mbukele lelo lilungelo lakho, it's your right. Sheshisa ke usithinze ke usitshele ukuthi wena welapheka yini ngalama homeopathic remedies. Now Dr. Wright, back to you in Cape Town. What is the danger or the risk of using products that are not MCC approved?
Well, they range from minor to major, because you can have death as a result of medicine not being used properly. But one of the main problems is that the product may not be able to do what it says it can, so it may not have enough of the medicine in it, so it's ineffective. And of course we worry about that particularly for severe conditions. So if someone is taking a medicine and they've got a severe infection and the herbal medicine says it can treat the infection when in fact it can't, then you have a major problem. People can have allergic reactions. Medicines can be contaminated with horrible poisons, pesticides, fungal contaminants, heavy metals like mercury and lead. So there's a whole range of different problems that can arise as a result of medicines that haven't been properly assessed.
Now, in terms of marketing and sales of these products, can they be marketed by anybody, or do I have to have special or expert knowledge on these particular products for me to start selling them?
So what we have in South Africa is a scheduling system. Medicines are scheduled according to their indication and their safety. And Schedule 0 medicines are available for open sale. So that would be in a retailer, like a supermarket, or it could be in a health shop. And that's just for over-the-counter use. So there's no expertise required necessarily to sell that type of medicine. Schedule 1 and Schedule 2 medicines are pharmacy only, and that's a type of medicine or a medicine for a type of condition where there's more concern over it and it needs some kind of professional input. And in the case of Schedule 1 and Schedule 2 medicines, that would be from a pharmacist. And then Schedule 3 and above medicines are controlled medicines that need a prescription. So obviously, expert input is needed in order to use those types of medicines. And at the moment, it's just orthodox medicines that are categorized into those schedules. But as complementary medicines become registered in this country, they will also be scheduled according to their risk profile and the conditions that they're meant for. And because of the regulations that are now in force that govern complementary medicines, certain sets of complementary medicines have needed to be submitted for registration already. Right. And they have to be finished, manufacturers have to finish submitting their medicines for registration by the end of 2019.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Wright. We've got Velepi from Richards Bay on the line. Sakumwele hlelweni Velepi, sawubona?
Yebo, sawubona ninjani?
Siphilile makanjani?
Ngiyaphila kakhulu.
Yebo khulu, madingakusita ngani nintethu namhla?
Cha, ngifuna ukufakaza ngale product ade niveza lapho. Young Ziling. Ukuthi nami yazi ukuthi ngaye ngayithenga ngayisebenzisa kuma wami had inkinga yamadolo and her whole body was sore ngifike ekhaya ngamnika only gave her 2 bottles within 10 minutes uma was fine and nami qobo lami I used it. I had a problem ye monopause ngijuluka kakhulu every time after bathing I had to open fan or mangabe ngizogqoka ngoba ngangijuluka ngibemanzi de while I had udokotela gynecologist enginikeza medication yokuqeda lokho kodwa kwakungangisizi kakhulu. After using that one everything just went off. I'm fine now. Ngiyageza nje kahle, no sweating, nothing. Bengijuluka mina ngaphansi kwe-aircon ivuliwe. Ngijuluke ngibemanzi de. And I also had a problem ye BP. I had really chronic ye BP. I'm fine. It works even with BP problem. Actually, I think easy for zonke. It works, this product, I'm telling you.
So, mawakho akazange sekagule emva kwaloko?
Oh, my son, kunalokho. Some other mothers endaweni befuna ukuthi uphuzeni because wasephethe igeje entsini into omdala.
Okay. Velepi Richards Bay siyabonga kakhulu ukusishayela. Is she exaggerating? She started being healed in 10 minutes.
I don't know.
Do you think that's an exaggeration?
Depending, I don't know the condition. I didn't completely grasp it.
Okay, so she's basically saying that her mother was healed of a particular ailment after taking that bottle, that young bottle, after 10 minutes. She was healed immediately after that, and she's never been sick ever since.
It might be a far-fetched thing, but often enough, if you give the correct homeopathic remedy to a patient, you can get almost instantaneous effects. Often with coughs and fevers, with the correct prescription, the body will respond quite dramatically.
Okay.
It's not unheard of.
So if I overdose, Dr. Tuboho, are there any side effects?
No, there are no. With homeopathic remedies, there are no side effects.
Okay.
Yeah. So we tell you how to take it and you take it that way.
So if I overdose, does it mean I'm going to get healed any faster?
No, nothing will happen. No.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's take a final commercial break. Siyabuya khona nyalo. Welcome back. Asichubekela futhi embili nenkulumo yethu ke sina Dr. Craig Wright from the Medical Councils in South Africa. Back to you, Dr. Wright, in Cape Town. Now, what is it that has curative power with these remedies? Is it the energy, or is it the what we call the vibrational pattern, or is it the chemical content?
It depends which type of complementary medicine you're talking about. If it's homeopathic medicine, the simple answer is we don't actually know, but there are some good ideas that we have about how the medicine works in terms of changes to the structure of water and the communication of those changes into the human body. But of course, herbal medicines rely on a combination of chemicals that are found in the herbal medicine, and of course, then mineral medicines as well, also having chemical effects.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Wright. Now, Dr. Denny, an illness, we all know that it is specific to a particular person. So do two people with the same kind of illness receive different treatments, or is it just one size fits all, or one treatment treats all?
It is usually a treatment that is specific to the individual. So two persons may come with the same diagnosis. Two people may come with headache or diarrhea, but we look at the specific presentation of the individual. So we take into consideration their temperament, their weather preferences, their dietary preferences, the effects of the illness on the patient. So one person might be very thirsty, somebody's very thirstless, someone's chilly, someone's hot. It's a type of pain. Someone's having a stabbing pain while someone else might be having a achy or throbbing pain. So we look at the specific reaction of the patient and we match it to a specific remedy that has the similar symptoms as the patient.
Okay. Dr. Tebogo, asasikhulume ngana imithi beyisetshenziswa nginaba basendvulo ke nakuthiwa bathwa noma ke the sen. It's called buchu and hudia. What are those and where can we categorize them?
Yeah. So buchu it's more of we use it more on the urinary tract infections. So people will use it when they have those conditions. And then the hudia, gudoni, the koisen, they were using it to suppress the appetite. You know, like when they go hunting for a long day. Okay. So then it will make them not to feel hungry. So that's why now it's used in the products that uses when people want to lose weight.
So basically like those are herbal
Those are herbal, yes. Those are the herbs that we use ancient time. And they're South African plants, indigenous from South Africa, yeah. So then they were used to suppress appetite and the other one were used for the urinary tract infections.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Dr. Denny, somebody who might have been quite skeptical of this and who's been watching the program, what sort of advice or tips would you have? What is it that they should look out for in getting these herbal remedies?
Well, the first thing, they must consult with a registered practitioner. Unfortunately, there are many bogus people that make claims and prey on gullible and needy patients. So they have to be registered with the Allied Health Professions Council of South Africa. The telltale signs is that they will have a council registration number and they will have a practice number from the Board of Healthcare Funders, a BHF number. So if they don't have a PR number, don't trust them.
Okay.
Secondarily, if you're going to purchase medicines, ensure that they have a registration number to ensure that there's been quality, safety and efficacy. And usually, like most other things, speak to other people and get reference. You can go on the website of the Homeopathic Association of South Africa, on the Allied Health Professions Council of South Africa, but usually speak to people who have had experience. Okay. And you know, usually when you want to get something, you ask somebody else, what is your experience? So one has to be absolutely sure that the person is registered. Many people make claims, and the important thing for things like HIV. Okay,
unfortunately we haven't got much time. Your final word, Dr. Tebogo? The tips, maybe?
Yeah, just being very careful and then try to find a registered homeopath.
How do I see one? How do I spot one?
You can see, like, when you go practices, they will see written homeopathic practice, or you can go through our website, the Allied Health Professions Council's website, and then you'll see all the registered homeopaths, and then in your area, then you'll find one.
Dr. Tebogo, Dr. Denny, and Dr. Craig Wright on the line in Cape Town. Thank you, all of you, for being with us till this far. Let me thank my guests once again for making time to be with us. Please join us again next Monday for yet another live consumer affairs discussion. SABC 1 for sure at 10 ebusuku. From him, Simpio Ngone, and the rest of the team, thank you for watching. It's been good. Have a fruitful week. Cheers. Yilungelo Lakho.